Hey all, Blake here with another video, and I think it's been a little while since we've done a good old-fashioned species spotlight. Today I've got a fantastic pair of fish that were provided from Jai Kruger. So thanks Jai, I'm taking good care of him. Let's talk all about the Bolivian ram today. Okay, so the Bolivian ram has many different names, such as the Bolivian butterfly, the butterfly cichlid, the Bolivian cichlid, but the Latin name is Microgeophagus altispinosus, and these guys are a fantastic, more hardy option to the classic German blue ram that a lot of us try to keep. These guys can be kept a lot cooler, generally in the range of 22 to 26 degrees Celsius or around 73 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. They can live up to 4 years and are going to get a fair bit bigger than the German blue ram as well. So whilst they might be a little bit bigger and more boisterous, they're not going to be as aggressive as other cichlids in this sort of ballpark. In terms of size, I'm talking about a 3.5 inch body size or an 8.5 centimeter body size, and the males can get some really fantastic long trailing fins, which is really good to see. I like to consider Bolivian rams a bit of a surprise packet because in the fish store, they'll be a bit of a browny grey sort of fish, not that much appeal. But you get them home, you get some nice high quality food into them. I recommend getting them on a darker substrate, although that is something that we need to talk about shortly. They'll get some really nice sort of deep reds and yellows and oranges through them. And just overall, they can really colour up fantastically in the home aquarium. So they will reap rewards for those that are willing to gamble on the Bolivian rams over some of the more flashy fish that we can see in our fish stores. Now the Latin name Microgeophagus that we covered off does mean small earth eater, so be mindful of the substrate that you're going to keep them on. I recommend things like sand, although if you want a dark substrate, I wouldn't recommend the black diamond blasting sand that people tend to use as a darker sand. It is quite coarse and it might damage the mouths of these fish as they sort of sift through it, leaving some cuts that can be open to bacterial and fungal infections. Keep in mind that through all that sifting and earth-eating behavior, they might dig up your plants and all that sort of thing, so I recommend things like terracotta pots, but the best bet and the safest bet is going to be rhizome plants such as Anubias and Java Fern if you want a planted tank with some Bolivian rams. pH wise, they'll do fine between 6 to 7.4, and they are fairly hardy and forgiving in that area. As they are a little bit bigger, I'd recommend around about a 120 litre aquarium or a 30 gallon. I think that's generally a good size, and I wouldn't really go less than that for an adult pair of Bolivian ram. Bolivian rams are omnivorous, so they will enjoy a bit of a variety between vegetable-based foods and protein-based foods, so give them a varied diet and they'll reap rewards with those fantastic colours. And last but not least, you're probably wondering how to spawn them. So the males are going to get those long trailing fins, be a little bit larger. Females are going to be a bit smaller and have more rounded fins. What's going to happen is naturally they're going to pair off, find a little corner to themselves and you know, just probably guard the living daylights out of that corner. In terms of spawning, they'll spawn on flat areas like a terracotta plate or inside caves and things like that. So they're going to want like a sheltered flat area on which to lay their eggs. At that point, Bolivian rams are pretty good parents and they'll do a decent job of guarding the fry, but I'd recommend separating the fry out once they're at the free swimming stage just to ensure best success. You never really know with rams, they can occasionally get spooked, and the defense mechanisms of fish generally is if they get spooked, then they're going to want to hoard all the protein in the area so it's not gone to waste, and that might mean eating one or two of their babies, so that could be quite unfortunate. Overall, Bolivian rams are one of the fish that is really going to grow with you as a hobbyist. They're going to give that experience if you wanted to go more towards the dwarf cichlid area of expertise, and I think there's a fantastic cichlid in general for beginners and experienced hobbyists alike. Hopefully you liked this video, hopefully you found it to be interesting. If you did, it always helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe and all that fun stuff, and other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.